Does God exist? Does God exist? No. Probably not. Currently we do not have a reason to believe he does. All the reasons given for his existence contain some argumentation error. Conclusions should be based on observations. We observe the law of conservation. We observe continuity. We observe the current existence. Universe is eternal. Matter and energy cannot be created, nor destroyed. We do not know a single exception to this. We currently exist, and we do not have a reason to believe that existence can disappear. Therefore we conclude universe is eternal. The cause of universe today is universe yesterday. Without the assumption of continuity, we could not deduct yesterday. We could not deduct 1,000 years ago. We could not deduct 100,000 years ago. We could not deduct Big Bang. We could not deduct the events before Big Bang. This is why we use the assumption of continuity. Continuity cannot break at Big Bang. Big Bang is an event that happened to our universe. Universe went in, universe came out. We cannot assume continuity will break. There was nothing before Big Bang. This is a claim. A claim needs reasoning. Reasoning is not given. Thus we reject the claim. Fundamental principles of physics. Law of conservation. Continuity. All physics is based on these principles. But Stephen Hawking says universe began at Big Bang. He breaks the fundamental principles of physics. Stephen Hawking is wrong. An argument from authority. A classical argumentation error. Does a city build itself? This actually is more true than first thought. Most of the builders live in the city. A city consists of entities in the city. The builders and the building blocks actually are the city. Everything in the nature is circular. Nature comes out of nature. Nature builds nature. Universe is self-containing. Universe does not seek explanation. Universe has the full right to be complex. If universe cannot exist by itself, then so cannot a God. If universe is too complex to exist by itself, then so is God. What is an explanation? An explanation explains something. Explanation has to be the entity itself, otherwise it is not the entity. Explanation has to be different from the entity, otherwise it is not an explanation. A God as an explanation raises more questions than answers. Therefore a God is not an explanation. Is human a bunch of atoms? No. A human is a human. Explaining human as a bunch of atoms does not describe a human. It describes a bunch of atoms. Human has a full right to be complex by itself. A human seeks no explanation. How did the life evolve? Until otherwise proven, we do not assume life has evolved. Instead we assume life is eternal. How did a God evolve? But the modern science has shown that. An argument from authority. A classical argumentation error. Miracle as an explanation. By definition a miracle is the least probable event to occur. Least probable events are least probable to occur. Miracle is the worst explanation. An average atheist. Lives longer than a God believer. Lives healthier. Commits less crimes. Has higher education. Has higher intelligence quotient. Atheists do better on every field of life. Communists were atheists. Most of the atheists are not communists. The societies with more atheists are more stable. Atheism is gaining support in developed countries. If we do not get reward, living like Hitler or like Mother Teresa does not differ. Everything matters. Eternal life would probably still be living a day after another. What is the meaning of eternal life, if non-eternal has none? To find no meaning of current life is quite the definition of a psychopathy. Hitler was a Christian. It has been estimated that the final result of the work by Mother Teresa was negative. Eternal life. Everybody has the right to dream about eternal life. If there is a possibility of eternal life, atheists will more probably find it. A promise of eternal life is a false promise. Show responsibility, do not give false promises.